Yes, Pandit already started with something here. So, please keep your attention. Everybody is totally aware of what we are about overhead.
Yes, you guys are each other, right? Oh, to the guys with each other. Right, now right here on that side.
Ram, to one and all for coming. Welcome to the ceremony. Pandit, you're starting already. Just going directly into it. Yes, and Pandit is already starting with the ceremony. So, who those who want to come forward and take a little seat so they can pay their respect properly. Come.
अच्छा हरिओम चतुराम अच्छा we all gathered here to witness for our sorry Mr. Ramsingh, one day with us on our father, maybe our grandfather is time over the path. Let's all kindly stand, last arm, pray to the Almighty God that wherever his soul may be, the Lord will show his choices blessing upon his soul. You better. Om Sri Ganganapati, Om Sri Vishnuve Namaha. Om Bhagavata Mahakaya Suryakoti Sarvana Nirvivan Vedeva Sarvega Yeshu Sarvana Om Nananan Paganapati Om Bhavamai Priyanam Priyapati Om Bhavamai Devitam Twadikimati Dumhavahe Vasumavaham Jari Karvatam Majvamajasi Om Sri Vishnueva Om Sri Vishnuvaraya Om Sri Vishnuvaraya Brahmanidya Pravade Sri Shri Bharatar Vibhayo Sadman Pantare Shri Shami Sridhave Kalyuge Kali Pratam Charane Vedranadesham Grame Punja Chetre Baudhāthāre Vartaman Yatānām Sanvatsaryam Kāyam Māse Upakshe Amuktito Mukasāre Muknachatre Amukyoge Mukarnecha Mukrasi Sītate Surya Mukrasi Sītate Shekshakme Shekrahecho Yathāgata Rasi Snan Sītatecho Amujanmām Tekarasine Amujanmāna Mukosasya Mukritasya Dishikaram Maran Karishe Om Shana Everybody kindly take a seat. Right. Take a seat.
Venum Panandam Aravindaralaya Daksham Varavatam Samasitam Murusum Narangam Kanda Prakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamari Purusham Damam Vajami Alola Chandala Kasadvaramala Siradhan Garam Pranakeli Kalavilasam Shyamam Triram Bangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamari Purusham Damam Vajami Angani Ashashakrindraya Pratimanti Pashyanti Panti Parayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sarujvala Vigrahasya Govindamani Purusham Damam Vajami Advaitama Chutamanadimananta Rupam Adam Purana Purusham Navayomanam Cha Vedeshu Dulavam Adulavam Atavakta Govindamani Purusham Damam Vajami Venam Vanandam Varapindadalaya Darcham Varavatam Sapasitam Murasundaram Gandhar Prakotikam Niyabhishesha Shobham Govindamari Purusham Namaham Vajami Ramari Muruteshu Sakalani Amena Nishtanara Avataram Kurasumane Shukindu Krishna Svayam Samvavat Paramakumanya Govindamari Purusham Damaham Vajami Govindamari Purusham Damaham Vajami Govindamari Purusham Damaham Vajami Ramaya Amapadraya Ramadraya Vinase Ramaya Naraya Sitaya Vade Rama Sriram Visham Lakshmi Sarasha Sadasam Brahma Sege Malam Govindamani Purusham Damam Vajami. And I assure you with this some people in the crowd here would like to say some little thing.
Not yet.
Not right now, but I'm just keeping you aware. I know obviously you will have to go with the proceedings. But you will get a chance to say something. And do not keep it for too long, because it's not on the spot. Believe it or not. You can get shot. Right in here? Right.
जननी तेरे तुझे not belong. When you go, it's time to remember your religion. Don't get all that shaking on the third afterward. Teri Shan Dharma Purani Guru Pityamataki Bhatinda Mane Naiya Kahe Kaise Paar Lagegi Naiya Kahe Kaise Paar Lagegi Nartan Bare Bare Jai Milta अब ना बनी तो फिर ना बनेंगे नरकन बार बार नहीं मिलता ओ प्राणी तेरी काया माती दर्द बिरत है पतंग जो पाती माटी में माटी मिल माटी में माटी मिल के रहेंगे नरकन बार नरकन बारे बार नहीं मिलता.
So, according to the song that was sung by the little group there, जब प्राण डन से निकले, जब प्राण, जब ही when प्राण निकला, when the प्राण is leaving the body, we should take the name of Govinda. But if we don't practice that, this is what Sanatana Dharma, this is what religion is all about, so that we will inculcate all the true transcendental vibration, and that it will bring us to the point when we were to leave this world, we will remember the Lord. And if we practice to remember Him and worship Him and do the right things, because God works is not of envy and hate and greed and lust and pride and all the lower tendency of the world. Any religion will tell you that. All the wonderful divine qualities that human beings should emulate, should imbibe. All those beautiful divine qualities is stored in the Bhagavad Gita, in the Holy Bible, in the Holy Quran. All religion teaching us to live ourselves and make ourselves better human beings. So the human form of life is meant to come to this conclusion. Jab pran returns to Nikala. When the pran will leave his body, Govinda Naam, we will take the name of Govinda. And that is a great Vedic culture, that is the great Sanatana Dharma, that is the great Hindu culture that has come from the Bharat, from the motherland, Punya Bhumi. I was just fortunate to spend almost 3 years there, and I returned like a week or two ago, and I was able to see Mr. Mutt. And Mr. Mutt, I used to always see him regular when I went to go off to India. I've been to the Holy Land so many times, Panditya is, the recipient of a great culture here in Trinidad, that our forefathers have brought from that great mysterious place, Bharat ki Mahan. So, if we do not practice, and that guy who's talking there, he will get some other time to talk a little later, I'm trying to say something in front here. You can come up here and use the microphone. So, thanks very much, we are very fortunate to get an opportunity to reason well and to see to see the departure of Mr. Mutt, to see his body, because everybody said he gone, Mr. Mutt gone, but what has gone? The great culture of Sanatana Dharma teaches that the soul is eternal, the soul is immortal, Amrita, Amritvaiva, Tamasima, Jyotigama, Mrityuma, Amritam Gamaya, the life of immortality. Life is immortal, the soul is eternal. But how much we are living with that principle when we live our everyday life. Every day we get an opportunity, but this opportunity we getting here is a special opportunity to understand that we will have to leave this world one day, and we will have to bow out. And how are we going to bow out? Every one of us is going to bow out. We have to bow low. We come into this world, and when we come into this world, how did we came?
We came empty handed and we will go empty handed. We came invalid and we will go invalid. Yeah? But the great souls, you know, दो दिन का मेला नहीं है. ये महात्मा जन 2 दिन का मेला नहीं है. ये हजार का जिंदगी, हजार की मेला. Thousands and thousands of days. Every day is a festival. Every day is a utsav. Every day is a utsav. Because why? We offer our lives to the Lord in every moment. In every day, every moment counts. Because that time when we will go, no one knows. So we will have to prepare. And every moment we will have to call to the Lord. And every moment we will have to surrender to the Lord. And we will have to take His name and make our lives successful. That we will be able to. जब प्राण गोविंद नाम लेकर जब प्राण तन सने अंत नारायण स्मृति अंत काले चाममेवा अंत at the end अंतिम संस्कार. This is the अंतिम संस्कार. If we can get at the end, we can remember the Govinda. अंत काले चाममेवा स्मरण मुक्त कलेवरम. Smaran, to remember. Mukta, mukti, liberation. Liberation from what? Everybody wants it. Huh? No disease, no old age, no debt, no miseries, no pain, no anxieties, no bad neighbors, no mosquitoes, name it, no stupid government, no mismanagement, no cheating, no lying, no thieving. But again, everybody here know about that? We don't want what we don't want. We don't even want to get old because we're doing everything to stay young. But we can't stay young. We are under the forces of material nature and we cannot overcome. So we are getting a chance. Vedic culture, Sanatana Dharma has given us a peep into the divine. And if we get a peep, one day we can open the door. Mahat Sevam Dwara Mahur Vimukte. Mahat Sevam. Dwaram. The door will, like Pandit Rajesh was saying one day, giving a nice kata, I was saying, this is the Moksha Dwar. The human body is the Moksha Dwar, the doorway to liberation. That is the highest understanding. And that understanding should come in the human form of life. And it will only come when we become human beings. So this is very important because Durlabam Manusham Janam. Human birth is Durlabam. You might say, have so much here. But it Vedas explain Dvipadapasham. Yeah, highest philosophy. Dvipadapasham, 2-legged animals. So, when we come to the human form of life, then we will understand Durlabam, Manusham Janam, Therapy, Dhruvam Artadam. It can bring the highest gain, the highest wealth. The highest gain, the highest wealth will come when we were to exit this world, remembering the Lord, embracing the Lord, and the Lord is embracing us. At that time. That is the highest gain. Because whatever gain we can gain in this world that will carry with us. Some people who carry it. I don't know what they carry, but according to Sanatana Dharma Vedic culture, we would only carry our bad karmas. Our good deeds. We will carry our good deeds. But people carrying their bad deeds too. That is what we will carry. We good or bad deeds, those subtle things that we imbibe, we inculcate while we live, that we will take to our other destination. So if we inculcate and imbibe the divine qualities, then we will get the divine birth, where we can continue until we reach the divinity. So it's a process. Durlabam Manusham Janam, Therapy Jugamartadam. The greatest gain, the greatest wealth is attained in the human form of life. And by taking the name of the Lord, in the Kali Yoga it is mentioned that part of yoga through taking the name of the Lord. Harinam, Harinam, Harinam Evakabalam. Kalo Nashteva, 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 Gati Ranyataha. So we can get the Swarna Gati. The ultimate goal in life is we take the name of the Lord. So Mr. Mutt is teaching us something very important, all of us, that we will come to this point. Yeah? We will all come to this point, so we should prepare for this point. We should prepare for this time when we will leave this world and we will remember the Lord and we will journey back to Him in the spiritual world. So, Many people here, they know Mr. Mutt. I was fortunate, as I was saying earlier, to come in contact with him. He always gave me a good advice, and I was able to come back to Trinidad and be at the time when he departed as well, you know, and do my little part, you know. So I am very fortunate, and anybody else who want to make their life fortunate, they can come up here and say something, and you know. So somebody, they have to read something? Anybody have anything to say?
Hi, good everyone. I'm Lalsingh from today.
Keep it on. Keep it on. Press it now. Keep it on the top.
Hi, pleasant good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to extend my gratitude to all relatives and friends who have come today to honor my grandfather, Lalsingh Ramsingh. A person we have all come to cherish and love for many years. I know he has touched many lives. We have all known him in a variety of roles: father, grandfather, brother, uncle, and friend. My grandfather was born in Landy Village, David, on the 10th of January 1947, to Ramsingh and Ramsingh. He was the last of 6 children. He was the brother of Maini, deceased, Kamla, Sushila, Raman, and Nulari, deceased. He is the father of Beryl and grandfather of Chantal and myself, Daniel. He attended San Fernando Boys Archery School and then passed common entrance exams for Naparima Boys College. He excelled in his studies and graduated with the highest grades. His first job as a clerk at San Fernando General Hospital. He then went on to Musicals Teachers College. Afterwards, he worked for TNT and then migrated to Canada and the United States, where he lived for a few years. My grandfather was very good with numbers and spent many years filling out income tax for numerous people. He was also very good with directions. He only had to go a place once or look at the map and find any place. He was better than Google. Grandpa was the only man I knew who could say the beta alpha, which is the alphabet backwards, which improved concentration and cognitive abilities. What word comes to mind when you hear his name, Mutt? Most of you would say comedian, which he was. He always had a joke for every occasion. His favorite saying was, "Everything is everything." You could not be around him and have a serious face. He had everyone rolling with jokes and his original jokes. Also, he was always health conscious. He always encouraged all his nieces and nephews to eat healthy and exercise. He even quarreled when he would see any of them eating junk food. Be sure you will get a lecture about the dangers of eating sugar. He also had to sleep properly. He loved to read and was always looking for new books. He spent his last years in Barcode, staying by his friend, Mr. Walker, with whom he developed a very close relationship. When his relatives would visit him there, they would be sure to see his beautiful flowers which he grew. He would also get gifts such as peppers and limes, West Indian cherries, and dried flowers to take home. I have fond memories of my grandfather, which I will forever cherish. Rip Grandpa, fly high with the angels till we meet again. I would like to extend special thanks to Ms. Tanti Mola for preparing the eulogy, and to everyone for coming and attending, taking the time out of their busy schedule to attend and wish Grandpa Mutt a good send-off. That's it for the eulogy. Thank you.
Anybody again?
Gentleman down there. Hello.
Yeah, then you have to man from here.
Yes.
Like, hello.
down.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me I'll get to the AJC that come
Sitaram, Namaste, Vandagi Sahib, a pleasant good afternoon, Assalamu alaikum to each and every one of you. Fellow mourners, those of you who don't know me, I am Krishna, the eldest nephew in Trinidad. There's one on the way, and that's Dover. Well, I don't want to be too lengthy, but I must say we really had some nice childhood days at Gandhi village, up on the hill, just beyond the river there, by Estate Trace Junction. And Parmesar shop was right opposite. And we always went by Lachi's mom, or Archie, I think it was. Red House Archie. And she had a country there for real big. We enjoyed all the fruits from the area and so on. That's you know, in the younger years, you know, and when we would go to spend holidays, we would put the dry flower in the hand and catch sardine in the river and so on. And when it was brook time, and so Uncle Mutt will take us to the lagoon where the watermelon. I could talk without it. Yeah, you know, the watermelon field, and myself and Glover and Gran, all of them, everyone that burst, he would help us, you know, open it more, and all of us used to be having fun. And he even told us that my mom, my niece, she never ate watermelon. She used to drink watermelon juice. She would deliberately drop the melon, let it burst, and she was the only child. And she would squeeze out the stuff, the roughage inside it, throw that away, and drink the watermelon juice. So, those are some of the memories in Gandhi village. You know, when we would go to spend holidays and so on and so on, and run across the road by Parmesar shop and so on. And then in Mendes, well, I will only give only one episode. Late at night, Uncle Mutt asking quiz, you know, questions. So we couldn't answer. And my last sister, she get vexed, man. She said, well, here what? I go and sleep. All you want squeeze? Take squeeze it all here. You know what? So that's just a life, not beating a little bit. But Uncle Mutt was a success. I would want to say for birth. And not because he was born to good people. But I want to believe he had an innate intelligence and ability that he was born with. And he excelled at Navarima boys because coming from abject poverty and, you know, overcoming all the hurdles that it took, you know, selling milk in Paradise Past here, then the government employees and so on. And he was able to achieve a senior Cambridge grade 2 what we would call it GC or CXC as a full pass in 4 years. That man was a real brain. I hate to know that my uncle allowed substances to minus from his not only capabilities and good qualities and so on, but to be more successful materially. Put it that way, right? It's not a regret, but it is a disappointment I would consider as a nephew. I was looking forward for my uncle to be much more successful materially. Never mind, spiritually and intellectually, he did achieve and attain success. He succeeded in being able to impact on many, many lives in a positive way. And if you're dumb-spirited and you have a conversation with Uncle Mutt, you always leave high in spirit. He would bounce you right back to normalcy. You would no longer be depressed or in any way sad. And I could go on and on, but I want to tell you all this. I learned this just about 3 weeks ago. Somebody sent it on my WhatsApp. And when I look back for it again, but like I inherit somebody's ability to retain. Because a few days before his passing, he said, I want to get in touch with certain people and so on, but my phone down, but Walker phone working. So I want you to give certain people Walker phone number so they can get in touch with me and thing. So he said he want Lily to get the number. I said, but I don't have Lily number. He said, I've given you it now. And he rattled it off. Daniel, he rattled out the BP mobile number. I don't know if he knew the digital number, but he was able to give me it straight off his head. And at age 75, I think that is remarkable. Despite all the other misgivings or shortcomings and so on. But here what I given a ladies and with the so God said, don't look around to be impressed. He said, don't look down to be depressed. Look up to me and be blessed. Thank you.
Good. Yes, thank you, Leon. Thank you. So, you all heard of some glories of Gandhi village, and a lot of people know about glories of the good days when things were like that. So much to eat and so much to do and so little we live through in order to gain successive education and achievements in life. Mr. Mutt was one of those people. He did it. He went to school, at least they said he came with it, So remember, he came with it, so we are coming into school with some things, more than us, other people. So Mr. Mutt was very effective in dealing with children and other people. He always made people laugh and make people happy, and so many different wonderful things he did with his life. Actually, I'm one of those recipients also. I had problems, I would always go to see Mr. Mutt and talk with him and find some answers and so forth. And it's unfortunate that in his last days, about to walk up, he was lonely, So we're getting a chance to learn all those things. When old people, people get old, we should give to them some time, some affection. Those young people, who can give, I've least seen young people here too. Give some time for those old folks who would have that great need
and attention that they would require to help them go or live their full potential. You know? Live their full potential. The young people, we should give some time, you know, for the old ones so that they will live their last days in, you know, in their best, with the best, you know. And sometimes they don't need much, you know. They need a little encouragement, you know. They need a little, you know, love. So Mr. Mutt, you know, in his last days, I was fortunate to come back to Trinidad. Otherwise, I would have been there, you know, and I'm thinking, you know, he have given such to me, you know, nice things to me, you know, as a young person that came to Gandhi Village. And, you know, Mr. Mutt, I must say thanks a lot to Mr. Mutt and Uncle Mutt, as I always say. And then he would say, yes, nephew, yes, nephew, how could I help you, you know? So that is good. And
I can't just stop now.
yeah, I'm going to say you should stop.
But please forgive me for saying this, but I think I must mention it because it is noteworthy in that when I was getting in the grips of alcoholism, my wife, my Dolan, turned to Uncle Mutt for advice, and he was the man who pointed us in the direction to be able to get help. That today I am 26 years and 4 months sober like a judge. And we have Uncle Rahman here. I would want to beg a 5 minutes for him, please. We got to know him late, but this is the deceased elder brother. And I am beseeching.
Come up, also. Come up, give us your contribution. Say something when you get a chance, you know, now or never. Because, you know, people would like to hear all the good things. This mic hardly working, you know, so I'll try to keep it on. Say something, say something, you know.
Yeah, all right. Good afternoon, everyone. Namaste.
I'll try to keep this on. Why the mic is like doing like that? It's about 3.
Good afternoon again, and namaste everyone. I actually called by Krishna, pointed in my direction. And the reason for this is I didn't come up voluntarily, what I mean before, because I must explain this. I hope you all don't feel badly about it. We actually have brothers. Our brothers, not the same parents, one parent we share. So I really don't, we live different parts of the world, sometimes in different areas that we're at today. So we didn't know each other that well. But the little I know of him, I will endorse some of the Christians say because I know he graduated from Atlantic Poverty to go to Lalsingh College where he excelled. I also know he worked in the hospital, and like myself, we migrated to Canada, but different parts of Canada. So we never really got that close. And he came back before me, and I think he did quite a few things, including income tax for the community where he lived. We kept in touch occasionally, but by phone. A couple of times he came by me, and we had some very good discussions and so on. And he wanted a little more material, spiritual things for me, but I am really not too much. Well, I told him we should check upon minister because I cannot give too much of material things. So, But what Krishna said, he looked very emotional, and I will share some of the things what Krishna said today. And well, I know his sister, which was my half sister, passed away a few months ago, and we are very saddened by that. And we also know they were full, sister and brother. And how long ago? 1 year ago. Oh, coincidentally, 1 year ago. And now, I have to tell you that I think it's actually 5 of us. We share the same father. When I explain this, I'm going to say this looking at this here, I will tell you. It's same father, that's the common denominator. Kamala, Sushila, myself, and Dulari. Now, he and Dulari, they were full parents, the same parents. We were the same father, all of us. So, and I'm saying, I was telling somebody today, I said, look, like Dulari, she was the youngest. Mutt, no, yeah, Mutt is the second youngest, is it? So he's the second, yeah, okay. He's the last one. The two younger than me. They're both younger than me. They have gone, so I'd say it looked like it's coming to my turn next. So, and the 2 older ones, well, they're living in California, in the States. And they're older. But if you see them and they're really moving and so on, you're going to feel like they're younger already. So maybe God has strange things happening. Mysterious things happen in this world. So I want to say to Mutt, I never even know his daughter is here somewhere. His daughter is here, and the granddaughter, and the son. But I tell you the truth, this is how close we were. That is not that close that I didn't know, never met the daughter, nor the grandchildren. And I'm very pleased today. It's unfortunate we have to meet under these circumstances. But I must say this, somebody mentioned to me quite some time ago that the daughter works at Gulf City and some store. Well, I went to the store and I really wanted to meet her, my niece. And they said they don't know anybody by that name in the store I went in there. So that was the last of it. And now today I hope I can have a little conversation. I hope I can have a little conversation with the daughter and maybe the grandchildren.
So it was the granddaughter that worked golf, not the daughter.
Or was somebody guiding me wrong? Oh, was it granddaughter? Chantal.
Chantal.
Yeah, but they said nobody by that name here anyway, so yeah, Chantal, not the granddaughter. And I want to say this to the folks here, and my condolences to the ones who were closer to him, like the ex, the daughter, the grandchildren. And I want to say my condolences to you, sincere, deep condolences to you. And I hope my brother there, apart from all the ups and downs you have in life, I hope now you will rest in peace. Thank you, and God bless.
So, a lot of people knew that Mr. Mutt was an entertainer, and nobody here came to entertain him where he is going. But I want to present you, I on the spiritual line, so I want to say some prayers, and when he's going, the little prayers, and then you want to say, thank you for all. So why don't we go in everybody, and the carrying,
संसार प्रधान प्रसिद्ध पुरुषोत्तमा ओम तत्सत्य आत्मा शांति everybody Om Deva Mata Javita Deva
Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri
and snacks at the back before you all go towards the burial. Feel free to take something to drink and something to eat before you all go. You just forgot some each other's.
Yeah, I'll walk in behind the
Just allow him to struggle.
Con bắt cái cà phê tripod.
and rules, you know. Okay. Box a little bit. Yeah, but we don't, after certain time, we don't carry the box again.
My hole is. From you, only.
After certain time, we don't carry.
Like, no, you can't hold nothing. Five stop? Baba hai, present rumah, ya baba ji. Berani bang. Baba baki. Ya tahu yang boy. Ya kita komen nama you. Orang kita you know.
Just be aware. As much as you know, you always have people learning.
Yeah.
Because unexpected circumstances are challenging us momentarily.
Ball. Walk on the cloth. Center the cloth. You have to walk. Well, not right on the cloth. Center, right. Right. Sorry, beta. Sorry. Yeah, beta. Please, bhaiya.
Yes.
Yeah, but and told him to walk 5 times. Om Madhyamu Kota Semu Kreta Semu Kisani. Come young boy. Madhyamu Kota Semu Kreta Semu Kisani. Some Jalsnanam Jigate Tavo Kisam. Nirang Jigate Tavo Kisam. Nirang Jigate Tavo Kisam. Yeah, beta. Om Yamatwari,
Enam Kwanantam Maravindaralayatacham Parhavadam Samasitam Burasundarangam Kandar Prakoti Kamene Avishesha Shobham Govindamani Purusham Damam Shriya Kanta Parama Purusha Kalpatarabo Druma Bhumi Shinta Maniganamai Toyamam Puritam Katha Ganam Natyam Gamanamapi Vangsi Priyasaki Chirananda Jyoti Paramapitara Shwarimapita Sayatra Ksharvati Surabhisha Sumahan Nirmesha Vavrajako Nahiyatra Pisamaye Vaje Svetaripam Tamaham Itikolo Kamidiyam Vedantas Dekshanta Akshitibiraha Chara Kanitaye Angani Ashya Sakale Indriya Vrittimanti Ashyanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sarujjvala
You come here, you got strong fella. You go there. Yeah, we have you, not before. You go by the foot, no young boy. Ram Nam, such a Ram Right, on the concrete chair. Let the foot touch the ground first. Yes. Ram Nam.
Yastvendra Gopamatavendra Matosva Karma Andanurupa Palapatana Matanoti Karma Nirdhati Kintu Sabhakti Bhajam Govindamani Purusham Tamaham Vajami Govindamani Purusham Tamaham Vajami Govindamani Purusham Tamaham Vajami Venam Vanandam Aravinda Dalaya Taksham Parhavatam Samasitam Purasundarangam Kandal prakoti kamaniya vishesha shubham Govindamari Purisham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitamadutamanadimanantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayo Paramjaya Vedeshu Dulabam Adulabamatma Bhakta Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Golokanam Nirijadam Nijale Tatasya Devi Mahesha Haridam Asute Sutesu Tete Prabhava Nichaya Shutaya Vitashtayena Govindamari
Ram Nam
Satya
यही सब सच है यही सब आपका जो सब कोई बारात रे तो मैं को मैं क्यों सिंगे राम नाम सत्य है यही सब
Sainam Bharvanabam Suresham
राम नाम सत्य है
Sadharam Magana Satsisham Megavaranam
यही सब बात है राम नाम सत्य है यही सब बात है
Lakshmi Kantam Kamalainam Yogi Birdhyana Gamyam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalainam Yogi Birdhyana Gamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavamayaram Sarvalokaikanatham
right rest on right put the number easy
Jainosmin Yadade Kaumaranam Yovanam Jara Tatade Antara Prabhitiras Tatranam Uyati Natvevam Jatunasam Natvam Nimejana Adipana Chaivana Bhavishama Sarvivaya Mataparam Antabatupalam Desham Tabat Bhavati Alpamerasam Devan Devo Yajoyanti Mad Bhakti Yantapi Desham Satayuktanam Vajatam Pritipurvakam Tadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yena Maham Upayanti Te Deshamaham Samudharta Mrityu Sangsara Sagara Bhavami Nachirada Parta Maya Veshita Chetasa Raja Vidya Raja Kuyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyakshavagam Dharmyam Susukam Kartumavyayam Raja Vidya Raja Kuyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyakshavagam Dharmyam Susukam Kartumavyayam Dehi Nityam Avadyoyam Dehi Sarvasya Bharata Tata Sarvani Bhutani Natvam Sotkumarhasi Name Suragana Prabhavam Namaharshaya Marire Deva
राम नाम सत्य है यही सब बात है राम नाम सत्य है यही सब बात जो फॉलो मान रही है अजय सिंह ऐसे को फॉलो
Chandraya Virase Ramaya Ramabhandraya Ramachandraya Virase Raghunathaya Narayana Sitaya Pataye Namaha Neelambuja Shamala Komalangam Sita Samarobhita Vamabhagam Vanumahasaya Gachapam
We're doing part here and we're just resting down.
Om Ami Rama Ramam Sanatam
Like a boxer.
Tata Sarvani Bhutani Yatvam Sotkumarhasi Anta Patupalam Tesham Sarvavatyalpamerasam Devan Devoya Joyanti Madhvakti Yanti Mamapi Tesham Bhukta Swargalokam Vijanti Shine Punya Bhatyalokam Vishanti Evam Tvai Dharmanupapana Agatam Kama Kamalamante Kama Krodha Vimuktanam Yatinam Yata Chetasam Abhito Brahmani Varananam Vartate Viditatmanam Brahma Bhuta Prashantatma Nasochiti Nakamshiti Nasochiti Nakamshiti Nasochiti Nakamshiti Samam Sarveshu Bhuteshu Bhakti Mulavyate Pram Param Brahma Parangadama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Paurusham Shashvitam Divyam Adideva Patam Vibhum Ahusvam Rishaya Sarve Devarshi Naradastata Asita Devalo Vyasa Swayam Chaiva Bhavishame Swayam Eva Bhavishame Dehi Nityam Abhadoyam Dehi Sarvasya Bharata Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
राम नाम
सत्य है
यही सब ताकत है। ओम छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल आगे आगे गैया पीछे पीछे ग्वाल बीच में मेरो मदन गोपाल बीच में मेरो मदन गोपाल गैया छोटी छोटी ग्वाल राजू को making it wrong, and when you come back at it, a little piece, huh? Go wrong. Yeah, what? Yeah. Wait, you go ahead. You go ahead. You go ahead. बोलो राम नाम सत इनमाई से बोलो भगवती छोटो सुमेरो मदन गोपाल कारी कारी गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल कारी कारी गैया गोरे गोरे ग्वाल शाम्बरन मेरो मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो सुमेरो छोटी छोटी लकुटी छोटे छोटे हाथ छोटी छोटी लकुटी छोटे छोटे हाथ बंसी बजावे मेरू मदन गोपाल बंसी बजावे मेरू मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटी छोटी गाँव छोटो समेरो मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी सखिया मधुबन बाग छोटी छोटी सखिया मधुबन बाग रास रचावे मेरू मदन गोपाल रास रचावे मेरू मदन गोपाल छोटी छोटी गैया छोटे छोटे ग्वाल छोटो समेरो मदन गोपाल घास का ये गैया दूध पिए ग्वाल घास का ये गैया दूध पिए ग्वाल माखन ने खावे मेरो anybody like to try a piece of it all about
Hard on the spot, man, you're gone. Oh boy, you're off. Off the spot with the dot in your butt. Take some dot in your butt.
What's it?
Well, I would rather come back in time. Dot the dot. Mr. Mutt. Dot the dot. Dot the dot. Yeah, I taken some of my some more time. I took some of it some more time. He could go on before. He's supposed to go. So he left up some time for me. I know when we go, how we go meeting. Is that right here still, you know? That right here in living
The amount of money we took that gasoline might go.
What gas somebody? He don't want no fire. He say fire too hot.
And he was a fireman.
Yeah. Wanted to feed the worms. Want to make some use. All the time he have use, but them women that thing won't get drunk. Yeah? You think the women get drunk, Pandit? Yeah? How long the alcohol they stay in the body for?
Alcohol? You want a ganja we smoke?
Yeah.
We talk about alcohol. Ganja, ganja man.
Alcohol was about 30 years in the boy.
50 years?
30 years, yeah.
Oh my God.
30 years.
So let's do good work, eh? These guys who work in the box, they can on the dirt.
Yeah. Now they know they walk man.
Fast on it.
Yeah, my back, that's like we are like in home day. Yeah? That's the mission and Ramsingh, you have to leave it like into the 10 days. No, I don't know about forward. Well, we are using it, we need to have to keep our life like it. I could only advise.
So when them cut to light.
Yeah, well,
You keep your own lighting for a while until they're lighting one.
When you go light your light.
right.
Yeah,
When he don't like us, he
Yeah,
said,
well, he like all
next
that.
morning you get it with his phone.
Yeah, but then he light one thing. He have a put up something. And then go and light your light.
Too young for you like yours. I joke with the boy man. Well, you live in a joke, you know. Like all of them go and make the same speech. All of them talking about the same thing.
Well, everything is everything. They always say the green mango falling out from it. Right one. So take it.
The thing I admire about two people. When I live in, you have time to come and look for me and you had this.
Yeah.
I want to hear, you're dead.
Everybody
You want to go,
everybody.
long speech so on, this and that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're wasting time, man.
Everybody.
A Muslim funeral take 15 minutes. A Hindu funeral take 20 minutes. We just sing a few bhajan now, I take 45 minutes. But you have someone that come and they have about 10 pages. When I live in, you have time for me. I know more from day one, not from today. You think it's, I buy ganja with 50 cents a bag. I used to go and smoke chill with Mutt. Waiting is today, I know Mutt.
I come to Gandhi village and I know more.
Whatever, a real food. Never mind this ganja.
They're going to grow up together, boy.
And well, people owe Mutt money and they pay back the money and Mutt there and go on how they go.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, own Mutt, they owe themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Our old lady going to buy a double. At 10 cents short. So the lady, the person was saying, see that she owes our food. He said, Betty, I'll come tomorrow and give you money. He said, no, I don't want money to you. Next morning, I did write to the lady, come with the 10 cents. So he said, why? He said, I don't want to bother the next life to come and pay you back.
Right. You got to pay back, you know, very good way. You're lucky you get a chance to pay back.
When you feel your own money, you owe yourself.
You pay back somewhere or the other. Well, I'm trying to pay Mutt all the way, he came to me, trying to do all the
You
payments.
only got to buy from your people.
Right. I did get some free smoke for me. I used to get free smoke from Mutt. I used to go and check Mutt. I did get free smoke.
The only free smoke you get, we only smoke in the chiller, man. If you're going to roll joints, you got to buy. No, I just smoke chiller. I smoke chiller 26 years old. But now you get all the guys.
Yeah, let's forget to throw a little marijuana inside anything, boy. When nobody bring a little marijuana, throw in the box to the man, boy.
I trained enough marijuana for a year.
The man smoking enough
and
for
they believe when he go come and smoke it.
Give me a to call you.
And he did. And I give it as he roll it and he smoke it.
Right. Yeah, they know.
Yeah, man.
I know I used to come, he know. I used to come and take him out regular. But because I was in India so long, almost 3 years I in India. Me I get, but talking about Mutt in India and thing, you know, I'm thinking about Mutt in the Holy Land, you know, in the dam, in Shrimapur Dam where they say if you think about somebody there, they get in punya in their account, you know. Yes, so when I was there, you know, for so much of time, because I remember when I doing yoga and thing, and I remember Mutt. I remember Mutt when I doing yoga because he teach me plenty yoga and thing, you know. Yeah, so to take care of my health and all kind of things. So I remember him plenty in the dam. And so fortunate I am that I come back in time to do this little thing now. Where I get to do now. Yeah. Yeah, lucky I get to do what I could do. But otherwise I would have been so quiet so far. I would say, oh shucks boy, Mutt boy. He tell me I coming back. Get information from and he must tell him how I come in. Yeah. So you wait until. Yeah, that was good.
So up there, right now, you're like locked down.
Yeah. Yeah. I call for him, you know. I call for him and tell him come by Annie. I will talk for him for free.
Right.
But here come in by Annie. And Annie had no car to go and pick him up and bring him for me to talk to him there because
If you reach out here, I have money.
So you get by walk out, wife house.
Like me, like when you go down, he there and I still believe he make it. Yeah, but I think I tell you, over there, every day you go to the same.
but plenty fellas from there who know they're coming to funeral and thing, you know. Yeah, man.
Funeral supposed to be Saturday. From Saturday you go to Sunday. From Sunday you go to Monday evening. From Monday evening you go back to lunchtime.
Good.
So how people go be in contact?
They get plenty time to know.
I said anything wrong with that?
No, they get plenty time to know. When you tell me they get plenty time to
I
know.
only know about Monday 4 o'clock and 12 o'clock. Before
You're supposed to go ring and ring them say.
no, well, 2 people give me your number, and then when I reach to drop the clothes Sunday, and I talk to the people and I see the parties, that's when they explain. But every day I'm calling and nobody ain't come and say, oh boy, so by so is the case, I go and buy the clothes.
You do your best.
Huh?
You do your best.
No, well, I just try my best. That's how can I reach.
You get a chance to do something, do it good, boy.
When you do for somebody will do
Lakshman,
for you.
Ram tell Lakshman to go and check with Ravan, you know, when he was going, you know. Lakshman, he say, you want to talk to Lakshman, so he talk to Ram. Tell Ram, he say, you know, I go in, you know, I have no time, you know, but I will do 2 things.
Spread it over here.
Whenever, whoever does good is never overcome by evil. And when you get a chance to do good, do it right away. Ravan said that when he was ready to go. When you get a chance to do good, do it right away. Because you go get it again.
When I have a chance to
So I think if I can have
use it, do it until the hand can move. Until you're ready to use it.
Listen, for this was saying something.
No, I say, the bhajan, I say,
Yeah.
up now, but you took it.
Up now, yeah.
Not return the bar, you should. If you are doing it, I don't know. The next time you are sure to achieve your man.
Yeah.
So do it, huh? And then, walk a little bit now.
I'm waiting for you now.
But you have something there for...
But I always have something
But
to
nice
go
to
Hey, I always
Make sure we get... I want something to...
You don't walk with you. Where can you
I said if I bring something for me, here for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring some rice.
Some fat rice, dry rice.
Hey, and you leave that in Morocco by the temple.
Yeah.
I see a whole bag.
Alright, good day everyone. Thanks.
Oh, I'm going to do the same with John the guy in the temple and I must see that every day.
I see my great idea. See this man one in the temple.
Yeah.
Good day everyone. Good day everyone. Thanks for everyone who attended. Thank you for who took the time out of their schedule to view the burial and the ceremony online. First of all, thanks for everything. All of those who are integral part of the arrangements and the ceremony. Thank you very much. One thing I want to mention, Mr. Prakash and Geeta Baldat, who my grandfather spent his last few years with, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude towards them. Everyone has their shortcomings and they live their life to suit. He lived to his conditions and his choice. So be it, that was his choice. I would like to extend deepest thanks to Mr. Prakash and Ms. Geeta and a close neighbor. He spent the most time a Mr. Kedar with my grandfather in his last days. The past 7 years. I visited him on multiple occasions every 2 weeks and stuff, but just it had a little discrepancies and miscommunication with the family, with the arrangements and stuff. I apologize for any quarrel or any misunderstanding and stuff, but everything went smooth. He was buried and he went off quite good, and I thank everyone. Have a blessed day. Take care.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namah. Take care, everyone.
Hariom. Chalo, chalo, chalo. Chalo Sakhi. Let's go, my friend. I'm passing you.